movie starting!
Hey everybody, welcome back to, I guess this is season 5.
Oh yeah!
The beginning of season 5 of the movie is starting. And it's kind of a big deal because for the first time since I think we recorded Flash Gordon, which was over a year ago, Chris and I are in the same room.
Yeah.
Because, COVID kind of kept us apart.
The Rona.
Yeah, and now we're back. We're both fully vaxxed and can be in the same room together.
This was a video podcast.
Yeah. Isn't that exciting?
Jeremiah, get your hand off my thigh.
That's not your thigh.
Oh, those aren't pillows! For the first episode of season 5, I thought it would be awesome if we had an author.
Ooh. Well, I'm glad to be here. Not me.
Not you. Not you.
Oh.
Somebody who's actually, done things that are awesome.
Oh, well, I'm really glad to be here.
Okay. Fuck you. Get out of here, you fame whore. Anyway, by the way, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeremiah.
And today we're joined by...
Mari. ML Tishner. Woohoo! Hi.
So like I said, you are a published author. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I am, I went into indie publishing, so I have self-published 2 of my novels. They are space operas. The first one is called The God Queen, and the second one is called The Last Imperator. They are as part of a space opera series that I had been working on for a big portion of my life, and finally decided to, take the leap. Yeah, it's kind of I usually pitch it as a mix of X-Men and Jupiter Ascending.
Ooh,
okay.
Flash Gordon for the 2000s.
There you go.
That's exactly what I said when I saw Jupiter Ascending. It's Flash Gordon of the 2000s.
Nice.
It's kind of funny that you picked the movie that you did for us to watch today, because that's kind of in the same vein as.
I was going to say, as soon as you said space opera, I immediately thought of the diva. So
exactly, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's why I went with The Fifth Element, just because it was a huge inspiration in terms of sci-fi for me. I love the aesthetics. I love the crazy over the top melodrama, and I am trash for that. I'm here for it. Give it to me.
Out of nowhere comedies and dick wigs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this movie's got there's things happening in it.
That's one way of putting it. Things happening, yes.
Yeah,
you definitely see a lot of especially Mobius influence in this movie. I feel.
Yeah, it looks like a comic book come to life.
Yeah, like heavy metal, and even
Tron.
I always felt that from the original animated movie Heavy Metal, they got a lot from that first the Harry Canyon storyline, because it's almost identical in that it's about a cabbie who rescues a redhead, and he's kind of he's sort of this sort of military badass.
Yeah, but in this one, it takes the person who does the rescuing the entire movie to bang them.
Yes, yeah. It's not within the first.
I pick her up, I take her home. We do the do, and then the adventure happens. No, everything else.
Yeah, but even the look of that first of that Harry Canyon segment is very similar to The Fifth Element.
And also, after going and watching the Phantom Menace after this movie, how much George Lucas stole from this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Coruscant is the Earth from this movie.
That is very true. That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
So, shall we get into it?
All right.
Yes.
All right. So, since this is a commentary track podcast, we hope you watch the movie along with us. The movie, I do believe, is streaming.
I know Netflix has had it in the past. Let me just look at the old. Let me bring up the old IMDb. It'll tell me where it's streaming on. It's on Amazon Prime right now.
Okay, I know.
Okay, for you guys. Yeah, for us, for those who aren't aware, I currently live in Germany right now. It's actually 7:30 p.m. over here, and it is on Netflix Germany. That's
for all
so
you
able to watch it on there.
That want to watch the podcast with us or listen to the podcast with us, there you go.
Yep.
We want to be inclusive. So,
yes. Yes, we are watching, on our end, we're watching a brand spanking new 4K UHD, which I'm really excited to see how this transfer looks. We have the movie queued up before the Columbia logo begins, and we are starting in 1, 2, 3.
Hold on to your multipass. It kind of jerked there for a second.
But yeah, I remember I was super excited when the original trailer for this movie dropped, because I was like, holy shit, this is going to be the new Dune.
Yeah.
It's going to be this like serious science fiction movie, and it's going to be like
the only American release he had before this was The Professional, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of Luc Besson to begin with because I had rented La Femme Nikita, and I was like, that was amazing. I saw.
I think you mean The Point of No Return.
Shut up! Don't remind me.
Well,
not the same.
In fairness, the reason why John Badham made that is because the foreign movie market was not what it is today, and he was like, "This is the only way." He loved that movie, and he was like, "This is the only way American audiences are going to see it." Is if I
and he still screwed it up.
Oh wow! But yeah, the so funny story. How the first time I ever watched this was I was actually in Peru. With my family, we were on one of those overnight buses from Lima to Ica to go see the Nazca lines. And my sister was watching it because that's what they were playing on the bus. And I didn't have headphones. So I was just watching it next to her. And there was no sound. So I'm just seeing this like crazy trippy movie. And I turned to my sister and I'm like, what are you watching? She's like, I have no idea.
I mean, honestly, it would be interesting just as a visual storytelling thing, like how crazy visually this movie is.
I always love in the the opening here on the credits, Luke Perry's like the fourth person.
He did have a bigger part, but they edited it.
Okay.
Yeah, he did have a little bit of a bigger part.
I was going to say, it's like he's literally in the beginning and you never see him.
But I just remember when I saw this in the theater the first time, everyone in the theater, when Chris Tucker's name popped up in the credits, like, Chris Tucker!
Friday?
Yeah, like, what? So I remember somebody way in the back was like, yeah, I got shit to do!
I remember when I first saw it, when I actually first saw it with sound and everything and saw that he was in it, I thought, I don't know how I feel about it. But honestly, I mean, like, it's not, it makes sense when you see how goofy the movie is, yeah.
Well,
he's fantastic. He's fantastic.
Something too that was really interesting because it just showed the story and writing credit Luc Besson. He actually wrote this when he was still a teenager, I think. Yeah,
he started writing notes in school.
Yeah. And then he made it whenever he was, in his 40s? Like that?
He hadn't gotten enough clout at that point to make a movie expensive as this was.
Yeah, and I guess because Leon, the Professional, did so well in the States that,
The thing that makes me laugh or makes me wonder is, like, what if this movie was made nowadays? Like, everything would be CGI in this. Because there's a lot of physical effects in this.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have the same feel. Like, I think... No. Much of what really makes it is the practical effects.
Just watch Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets.
Exactly. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets?
I loved it.
You loved it? I had so much fun with it.
Yeah. I saw it in 3D in the theater twice. I was digging it. I actually had made an effort to go out and buy a 3D Blu-ray of it just so I could watch it.
Aziz, lights! Sorry, I had to go for it.
And then 90210 shows up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, the check mark. That's brilliant.
But so that trailer deceived me. Made me think this was going to be like a serious science fiction movie, and then I remember I saw it the opening day, first show of the day. So this is like 11 in the morning with a friend, and it was nothing like I expected it to be. And I'm going to be completely honest. I absolutely hated it.
The first time I saw this?
The first time I saw this, I absolutely hated it. We walked out of the theater, we were just complaining for hours about, I'm like, why did it have to, they didn't make you think it was going to be a comedy. Like, what the hell? What the fuck? So, we were, mad. But the thing is, I had promised another group of friends that I would see this with them the next day on the Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was not looking forward to it, but I had already bought the tickets, and I was like, fine, I'll fucking go, whatever. And the second time I saw it made sense. It, clicked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. He was just trying to make, I don't know if it was his intention was to just straight up make a comedy, but he was trying to make a space opera, like a
well, it has that sort of
silly Flash Gordon.
It has that French opera. Sort of sensibility about
too.
it,
So it makes sense, and then I ended up seeing it 4 times in the theater again after that. I actually drove. I used to live in the burbs. I drove downtown to Navy Pier so I could watch this on their IMAX screen at one point.
Oh man. I would have paid money to see that on IMAX.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, how's it looking on 4K?
It's looking pretty good.
I can see the beads of sweat on his face.
Yeah, I can see the moles on the guy's upper lip.
Oh man!
most wonderful find. But yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
just like Dune, let's get that exposition dump out of the way at the very beginning.
Yeah.
How about that, guys? How about that?
Exactly.
Just all that exposition. So yeah, Luke Perry originally had a bigger role. The whole thing is he drank the poisoned water.
Oh shit!
They don't really show it,
Yeah.
but in the book, he drank the poisoned water, and he was going blind.
Yeah.
That's why when he's got the gun,
and he's
and
like,
he's like feeling
he
around
can't
with his hands
see,
because
yeah.
he can't see anything.
He's like, "No, father." Yeah. And then fires blindly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, he did have a little bit of a bigger part. Still, I think
Yeah.
there was just they credited him because they
He
wanted,
was
to
a
get, they wanted to
name.
get those teenage girls in
He
the
was-
audience.
Yeah, he was still pretty big.
Yeah.
Still pretty big at that point.
I bet
It
he
kind of
was just
reminds you of like
in a
how
movie that
old
was
this
called
movie is
Buffy
when
the
you see how
Vampire
young
Slayer.
Luke Perry is.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
just the visual style of the movie blows my freaking mind every time I watch it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Aziz, you're not doing your
Just
job.
in the set design, the costumes.
It's I can
costumes
never
are
get tired of
awesome.
watching this film. It's
Yeah.
so
Like from a design standpoint,
Yeah.
it's like
yep. It's something that was it was a break. No, it was such a big deal when it came out, but they haven't really been able to really replicate it since.
Yeah, there wasn't anything like this at the time. I mean, like I guess Flash Gordon
No.
was the closest
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I don't think it didn't do. It was a movie
No, this
that kind
did.
of.
No, this made money. This did
Yeah,
make
it
money.
did. Okay, because I can't remember if it actually got its life.
They were
On
talking
home
about making
video.
a sequel, and it was going to be called The Darkened Light.
Okay. I guess
Wow,
it was
okay.
focusing on the Dark
The Dark Planet,
thing,
yeah. And they were talking about it, but like Luke Besson was just kind of like,
I've been there, yeah. Which this scene also, like the thing when he goes, "Are you German?" For years, I never really understood it, but it's because it's supposed to be when they say war is coming,
Yeah.
it's because World
World
War
War II.
One.
19
Oh no, it's
yeah,
World War
War
One.
One.
Yeah.
It's World War One. Yeah, it's 1914 in Egypt.
Yeah.
In the
And
beginning.
that's why they're moving. The,
why
yeah.
they have a flashlight as a dick, I don't know.
Oh, that's true.
It's Chris. I believe it's called a fleshlight.
I mean,
right
like you
there.
said, choices were made, man, and it's and they had to go with purple too.
That was a good question. I don't know where you put your drink.
I cleaned it off. Oh, it's right here.
Oh, I found it.
It's like, get that Mount Ashiwan ass right in your
Yeah.
face, priest.
Oh, hello.
Well,
I don't know what you are, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Are you German? Yeah. Ugh. The little vent thing. How
That's
it
pretty
yeah.
cool. God, it must have been a nightmare walking around in those things.
And I don't know
Oh,
how
I'm
they
sure,
fit their
yeah.
heads in those either.
I wonder if it's just a hand, though, right? Would it just been like his hand puppet, like for that face bit?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Because it made me think, like, for example, with like in the Dark Crystal, when they did like the Skeksis, the actual Skeksis head is actually just the hand.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
had to like contort themselves to like fit their
It could
heads in
be,
there.
like,
and then-
oh God, I can
Well,
imagine.
I wonder if it's just like an animatronic.
Well, the way they
Yeah.
were walking, there had to be a guy in there
Yeah,
wobbling.
there's no, yeah, there's
Yeah, I feel
something-
like it'd have to be a guy in there. I would assume-
yeah.
duck walking.
Yeah, no, I would assume that they're in there, and then
Somebody
just
with,
maybe
like, a
they're.
remote control
Yeah.
animatronic.
It could be,
puppet thing.
yeah, it could be,
Imagine how
could
much
be that,
wire
or
you can just operate on the lights.
Hey, there's Milla Jovovich.
Those Resident Evil movies really wore her down. Like, let me out! That makes me wonder if
those
this
are
is
so
gonna be another one of those
iconic.
podcasts where we don't talk.
Oh, yeah.
Like we did Seven a while back, like
Yeah.
for the first season, and it was like the silent podcast
Yeah.
where we were just
we just
watching
watched
the
the movie, basically.
yeah,
I
actually,
think we made one joke.
It's also a really hard movie to make a joke about.
Well, what was the joke? Oh, the joke I made was at the end when he's screaming, "What's in the box?" I go, "It's my dick in the box," and that was pretty much it.
So you can't really make a joke about,
No.
oh, that guy had sex with that hooker with,
With the razor, with the
blade.
razor wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
yeah. It's just the jokes just write themselves. Not really.
Oh. Priest.
Another thing I got to say, I love the music in the movie too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the music is the Diva song is still like I had that on repeat, man.
Now that you say, he's supposed to be blind, it makes a hell of a lot more sense now because, like,
he's like the way moving his hands around, and
you're right. Yeah, you're just watching his action.
Slowly. Yeah, he's like dying.
Yeah.
Like he died at the end of the scene in the book.
Okay. Do you know if he wrote the book before? Oh, yeah. You can.
I think they just they edited the movie to speed it up, and they just cut up all that stuff with him.
Because there's a lot of shit in this movie, so it's like some things.
They probably cut it for time.
There was a lot to get through. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
assuming that the studio was like, we just 2 hours is the max.
Yeah.
So did he write the book first? You know.
I think it was based on his original screenplay.
Okay.
So it had it's basically like the uncut version of the movie before he had to start making the edits.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's worth a read. It's interesting. There's more detail about things in it too.
Oh yeah, I definitely would want to read that. I think his world
Ruby
building
Rod
is
is called
phenomenal.
Lock Rod in the book.
Okay.
And is he hot? Sorry, spoilers for those of you who haven't seen this yet.
Jeremiah, my man.
Oh.
They have a replica of that key that just came out of that thing's finger. You can buy on Etsy for like $15.
Really?
I would totally fucking buy it too.
You know, I've seen people make candles of the stones.
Oh, easy there.
Oh no! Careful there. I've seen somebody actually make candles of the stones. I'm like, yeah, I would
awesome.
totally have that.
The ship always reminds me. I don't know if you guys ever watched Venture Brothers, but the Monarch's high. And it could be a reference to this for all I know.
Could easily be.
You know, I know how much Doc Hammer and Jackson Public love to reference science fiction.
Oh, there it is. It's on top of my booty sweat can.
And then Baron Munchausen.
Yep, there he is. Yep. They're gonna go see the Prince of the Moon or the King of the Moon. Oh, they just made a Robert Williams.
Yeah, R.I.P. Well, actually, R.I.P. to both of them because he's dead as well. So.
Oh, look at that not Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
It was a convenience store. Star Destroyer.
He stole from George Lucas, and George Lucas stole from him.
George stole it back.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah.
Though, especially since living in Germany and like trying to really get into like German movie scene, one thing I find interesting is how a lot of today's science fiction was also inspired by the movie Metropolis.
Yeah.
Yep.
The German film from like 1929. The aesthetics from that.
C-3PO is a direct
from
exactly. And the city aesthetic is what made me think of it because they also went for the whole like, you know, like layered city, these like tall cities.
Oh, R.I.P. to Ian Holm as well.
Right?
Or Bilbo.
Mr. Bilbo Baggins.
Or, what was he in Alien? What was his name?
Ash.
Ash.
Ash, yeah.
Which is more than likely why he's in this movie is because he played Ash.
And then we got Debo.
Oh, yeah.
That's the president.
And shit.
It's a Friday reunion.
R.I.P. to Tiny Lester as well. Everybody in this movie
and Brian James.
Yeah, everybody in this movie is dead.
This is the common link. This is where they all caught that cocaine disease that Carrie Fisher caught.
No.
R.I.P. Carrie Fisher. Always my princess.
Oh man.
Oh, what the fuck? His eye?
Oh, okay, the 4K just brought out something in here. He's got a fucking like pop blood vessel in his eye.
Oh damn.
No, yeah.
Man, Ian Holm looked to the right, and all of a sudden, the entire white of his eye was red.
Yeah, it's like
I see it now. I see it now. Whoa,
whoa. Left eye,
yeah, it's his left eye.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm so stressed out about this. My eye has busted.
Tiny Lester.
He's acting.
So say you must have said the wrong thing to Tiny Lester during one of the takes.
Give him a quick sock in the eye. And you got to figure, like CGI in '97 when this came out. So this was probably being made in '96.
Yeah.
CGI had only been around since like in movies since Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Like
Terminator 2, I think.
Well, Terminator 2 was just a little bit, but like Jurassic Park was the
yeah.
first time where it was used like a lot, you know? And it's like in 4 years they progressed to this.
Yeah. And this was Columbia, yeah. It's,
I mean, I think it still holds up quite well, especially for the aesthetic.
I mean,
every once in a while you might see something that doesn't look comped into the shot very well, but other than that, it's fine.
The thing that will tell is the car chase scene. When we see that, that'll definitely that will make or break, I think. Because I always love how
and Lilu when she does her little swan dive thing when she first dives, she looks like she's doing it up against the green screen.
Yeah,
that's about it. That's the only thing I can really think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh shit!
You made it angry. It's the Hulk.
Right. Planet Smash.
Mr. Dark Smash.
We'll be doing this again. We're doing this again.
This is why we can't have nice. Well, we made mistakes.
Yeah.
Oops. Choices were made. They weren't good choices, but they were made.
Milk was a bad choice.
Milk was a bad choice. Oh, I have not heard that line in forever.
It's Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, shit!
Is it hot in here? Is it just me? Is it hot in here? I can't tell.
Oh, shit.
I remember when that thing first happened with his fake tan melting on his face. I actually went on Twitter and posted a GIF of
Gary Oldman.
When the stuff is running down his head.
Oh man.
And then Bruce Willis.
Yep.
Hello, Bruce
With
Willis.
the bleach blonde hair, which honestly,
right?
Not something I would have ever expected Bruce Willis
Again, that's choices were made. They weren't always good choices.
But you know what?
Blonde
Honestly,
Bruce
I think
Willis?
he did it just because it was different from anything else he had done at that point. He was just like, I want to do something weird.
Why not? Why not?
Die Hard 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna go extreme, this is a movie to go extreme.
I mean, maybe he was a fan of Luc Besson's from Leon and all that. I was like, I want to do whatever you want, I'll do it.
Yeah, or you could
kind of thing.
La Femme Nikita.
Yeah. Could have been anything. I don't remember reading anything about it, but I always thought it was a weird choice. Once the movie starts getting going and it's so silly, I was like, why is Bruce Willis in this? This is like Hudson Hawk territory.
I always love how the size of the filter on the cigarette, basically, because he's trying to clear it, so it's gradually. Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, it's just little stuff like that, world building stuff. That's awesome.
That's what I mean. His Luc Besson's world building is just top notch. All these tiny little details. You just
and
that's what I mean.
Explained, but you might get a one word little description of it or something. You're to quit is my goal. It's all you get for the cigarette. But I mean, that's just awesome they thought of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I wish I could find out who the hell's voice this is on the other end of the phone because it's not in the credits.
It's Luc Besson.
That's Luc Besson? Okay.
Oh, that's
it's never addressed in the credits, even on IMDb.
Luc Besson is the voice he's talking to, and Jean Reno is Mr. Dark on the phone.
Okay.
That cat. Fucking attention whore.
Well, there's a thing.
A cuddle slut cat.
There is an expression.
Television addict.
I was gonna say the expression the cat has on its face whenever it watches the TV is priceless.
Right here.
Oh, it's such a great shot. Oh, looking cross-eyed.
Oh man.
Oh, and here's one of my favorite moments of the movie.
This guy is a director.
And he was in Amelie and in Munich.
Yeah.
But I love this. Say it. What?
See, right here was when I saw it that first time. Me and my friend kind of looked at each other. We're like, "What the fuck are we watching?"
I love his weird, nervous laugh he's about to do. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. He is an Amelie. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. He's a director now. He directed Crimson Rivers, which is like a French Seven ripoff, which I do recommend.
There it is.
He directed that movie Gothica with Halle Berry.
Yeah. And he was the bomb maker in Munich.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to be an actor, but he also he segued into directing, which I give him credit.
Give me the cash! Give me the cash! Take it!
I like how he's got like a rack of stuff. How many people have tried this on him over the years?
Yeah.
I think it's stuff like moments like this is why they casted Bruce Willis. He's got that like big dick energy. He's just like, boom.
And then this weird.
It's funny you mentioned that because on my other podcast we keep on saying we have average dick energy.
I love this weird dance this guy does right here. But yeah,
Fucking hammer dancing.
Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes.
He's just got the hammer dancing.
yeah, that was a nice hat. You like it?
Oh man, this movie. Oh god.
Back when I was a slimmer man, I wanted to do Corbin Dallas for Halloween because
still do it.
Yeah, well, I know. I mean, if I lose a few, but no, I actually even looked for like the coat that he has, and I found somebody who makes them, like custom makes them and shit. And it was a little pricey.
I mean, all you gotta do is find an orange.
Yeah, if I get like an orange wife beater,
beater.
and I already have the pants, and I've got like knee pads and stuff, so I can look like that. But yeah, it's mainly just the jacket that he has, whatever he needs, and the multi-pass. Although apparently you can get a multi-pass.
Yeah, I got that in a loot box.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, one of my best friends, she met her husband at a Halloween party for master's students at IU, dressed as Lilu.
Oh, nice.
Bandage Lilu, and she had the body for it. So I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised you like turned his head because damn girl.
When I went to Dragon Con in 2007, and it was surprising how many Lilu cosplayers I saw there. I have pictures. Like one was the bandage. One was like when she's wearing like the white shirt and the pants
and the orange thing.
Yeah,
the orange
suspenders.
overall,
Suspenders. Yeah, that. There was even a woman dressed like Milla Jovovich from the first Resident Evil movie in that red dress. That was pretty awesome. Now, if only I can meet Milla Jovovich in real life.
It's a little. This is very Raiders of the Lost Arkish. God, I can't stop looking at his fucking eye.
It's still that blood vessel's still busted. What the heck?
Oh, by the way, the guy.
The brilliant thing about this movie.
Yeah, the black general in the back is the guy who played Sarge from Aliens.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Jeremiah, look into his eyes.
The thing about this movie, like seriously, how this movie is so old and yet we watch it and we still find new details. It's brilliant. Like the busted eye vessel. This is gonna keep going.
Or Mangalores, yeah.
Not Mandalorians.
No, not I almost said it. That's why.
That's different. That's different.
But this is like I remember they showed this particular shot of like the ships assaulting the bigger one, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be like fucking Dune, Star Wars combo. It's gonna be amazing." No, no. And then like the shot in the trailer of the stewardess on the airline at the end, it's like orgasming.
Yeah.
In the movie, she's orgasming.
Yeah.
The way she's screaming, I was just like, "Holy shit, she's probably getting murdered or something."
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I watched the movie. It was like
something
was getting murdered.
Yeah.
Someone's getting.
But it's just like that trailer just it angered me that trailer lied to me the way like lied to everyone the way it did. Like my expectations were on the roof.
They probably they didn't know how to sell this to an American audience.
Yeah, especially at the time because it was so groundbreaking.
Is this always like this?
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason
he's wearing a hypercolor outfit.
I don't know, but for some reason I thought they didn't introduce him until the sales pitch thing.
No.
Okay.
Oh no, because they have to talk to him first, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It makes me think. No, it's fine. Oh, we talk about like trailers and like mismarketing. It makes me think of like The Village, M. Night Shyamalan. They also try to like market that as a horror story, and it's so a character piece. And I think that's part of the reason why I didn't do so well because people came in with a completely different expectation. They're like, "What the fuck is this?" So I can absolutely imagine. I never seen the trailer for this. Like I said, the first time I watched it was on a.
There's no talking. It's basically just a piece of music and just the visual stuff. Yeah. That's all it was. There was no talking at all in it. And that was why I think it made me think it's going to be like this science fiction and not sci-fi epic kind of thing.
That dude's the mugger from the 89 Batman.
Yep.
Jeremiah. Yes.
And there's light-up nipples on top of that case, too. I don't get that at all.
Yeah. More details.
Whoa,
those eyes.
Someone's got dandruff. The Head and Shoulders exist in the future.
I would hope it did. I would hope it did.
It's so funny.
Now, bear in mind, everybody, this movie is rated PG-13.
Yeah, this is another thing that shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah.
The amount of it has French sensibilities,
Yes,
and they're okay with that in Europe. But in the U.S., it's like, huh?
Yeah, and no, I remember as a teenage kid, this was one of those movies. It was like just one of the guys that comes on in the middle of the afternoon, and you get to see nudity.
Yep.
So it's like.
Although I will say, just one of the guys has a beat.
Yeah. Sorry, so I just
got flashback.
I just had to think for a moment and remember coming home after school.
Joyce Heiser.
Joyce Heiser. Still looks good, by the way.
And I still think this segment holds up completely. I think this is just so fucking cool the way they did this. Like, I had never seen anything like this in a movie. That was another thing that I think I really appreciated the second time I saw the movie, was like just how many cool ideas and things they introduced in this movie that I'd never seen in another movie before. Like, they couldn't do it because CGI,
limited.
If Flash Gordon had CGI technology back in 1980, what would that have looked like? Kind of thing. But just like this, like someone getting like reskinned is just like this shit. It's so cool.
Like all the muscle fiber.
Like what it actually takes to build a human, essentially. It's brilliant.
And to them, it's just kind of like Tuesday at work.
Tuesday, literally Tuesday.
I love the delivery of the line where he's like, "Oh, it's bombarding them with
slightly greasy solar atoms or whatever."
Yeah.
Why do I have that line committed to memory? I don't know.
And Brian James is like, okay,
like, whatever you say, whatever. I'm glad I didn't have to memorize that shit. You imagine like the haircut that he had to get with that like bar cut out, like shaved out of the back of his head. You go get some coffee at Starbucks.
PG-13, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you lose a bet?
I love how if you watch on regular TV, that little thing is the control panel is moved up, so it's covering. Really? Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like, why even bother? Like, why show Showgirls on FX?
And did he already say that I could take some pictures? Oh, here it is. I think. Yeah.
Like a fucking perv.
For the archive. He's such a pervert. For science. For science.
I'm even thinking the reason why Brian James has probably been in this movie is because of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
So
it's got a little bit of cyberpunk aspects to it in times. Hey, birth is painful.
Yeah. Arch more.
Yeah.
That was the direction.
I want you to snap your back. Okay. So, this is not a wig she's wearing. At one point in the movie, it does become a wig because they bleached her hair so many times her hair fell out.
Yeah.
Oof.
So, you can tell when it becomes a wig. It's quite apparent. But yeah, I remember there's a documentary that used to be on the DVD that I had that Luc Besson had created the language that she speaks. He actually created the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he would write letters to Milla Jovovich after he cast her, and she would respond to him in the language. So they were like, she was learning it without... It was his way of getting her to learn it to make it conversational for her, so when she spoke it in the movie, it didn't look like he was just like saying shit. Yeah. Gibberish, just kind of like, I memorized the sounds.
It's supposed to be Montechuan, I guess,
But he wanted her to be conversational in it by the time they shot the movie, which is why she's like mumbling and rambling the way she does, and it looks like it's something she's spoken her whole life.
That is like actual. That's very cool. I love details like that.
But yeah, they were writing letters back and forth in the language and shit. That's pretty awesome.
Multipass.
It's about to get real.
Right? About to go into predator mode right there.
Face. So when this came out, she was 22. She's the same age as I am. She was born the same year I was.
Yeah.
So when they shot this, she was probably 21.
Yeah. And then, but bear in mind, in Return to Blue Lagoon,
she was not 21.
Yeah, and it still shows her just like we saw her in the movie.
Creepy as fuck. That's why I won't watch that movie. That's just creepy to me.
Yeah.
She even bleached her eyebrows. I never really noticed before.
Oof. And to the wall.
The foil.
Oh, it just so happens the wall's made out of tinfoil. What else?
Surprise!
Never had the threat of escape before.
This is another thing from the Harry Canyon thing. The cops in that segment in Heavy Metal look just like this too.
See, that was the other thing. Like, what they took me back the first time I saw it was like the music was all serious and shit, and now all of a sudden it's like this weird rap song type stuff.
With Tricky or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like, what is happening? It's like it's supposed to be like an actiony escape scene, and they're making it sound like it's like we're having fun, guys. Yeah. And then this is just the shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you, George Lucas. We did it first.
Well, technically, Fritz Lang did it first.
Yeah. Fully realized like this.
Yeah.
You know, not some matte painting.
Yeah.
But
that's just awesome. And then I remember I went and saw Phantom Menace, and I said it out loud to my friends, and I was just like, someone saw Fifth Element.
It's like, we get it, George. We all saw Fifth Element.
Yeah. Like, the most impractical uniforms for cops to use. Like, just hinders movement in every way, probably.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess it's
why does he look like Iron Man? He's got like the big arc reactor.
It's the Mobius. It was like that kind of Mobius design. Yeah.
I got credit. I mean, it's cool looking, but completely impractical.
Of course. Like a train that goes on along the side of the building, completely impractical.
Yeah. But cool.
Yeah.
But it looks cool. It looks cool.
That was like the thing when we were making the Star Wars fan films, when we were choreographing the fight scenes. My friend Justin's wife, who was playing the lead in the second and third movies when we're doing the fight choreography, she never understood why I would have them do flourishes and like really cool like spinning moves and stuff. She's like, why am I just not going after him? I'm like, because it looks cool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's impractical. I don't care. It looks cool.
Yeah. That was one dirty air vent that she was crawling through.
Right?
There you go. This looks very green screen.
Yeah.
Honestly, 4K doesn't look that bad.
I mean, I could kind of see the outline around her. Yeah.
From my, I'm not watching it in 4K. I'm watching it through, whatever's on Netflix. And it still looks quite good.
Yeah.
Blending.
Maybe buffed up to like big screen size. It didn't look the greatest, but.
You daffy bitch.
You daffy bitch. It's like you would think that the moment somebody crashes into the top of your car, you would hit the brakes immediately.
But it just looks better.
Yeah, it just looks cool. It's cool. It looks cool. That's the whole idea behind this movie. It looks cool. Don't worry about it.
And her hand just immediately got clean. I just know.
Yeah, exactly.
She rubbed it off on his
fall
upholstery.
cleaned her hand. There you go.
How are you not dead, lady?
This is like when you find a squirrel in your apartment. It gives you that same look.
You instantly fall in love with it? Didn't you? No. Mine was raccoons.
Oh.
Fuck those things. Fuck them right in the ass. Not literally.
So you did fall in love with it? No.
Shut up.
Oh.
You can tell Bruce Willis is... Stop having so much fun, Bruce Willis.
I know, right? He's just like, oh my god.
He actually looks like he's enjoying himself. And then
right?
And those god-awful 4th and 5th Die Hard movies.
I like the 4th one. The 5th one, no thanks.
Big bada boom.
He's like, I talk like baby. I'm immediately attracted to this.
Well, I mean,
she's hot.
Talking, what's Bruce Willis's first reaction?
Yeah. We know that was Luc Besson's first reaction.
Yeah,
so.
basically, yeah.
Shots
fired! Shots fired! It makes me laugh because, like, they got married after they did this, and then they did the Joan of Arc movie, and I don't remember if it was her who started the divorce or him.
Yeah.
But it was like the movie failed, and they were like, "Fuck you, no, you, fuck you, no, fuck you, fuck you. The movie was your fault. We're done."
I'm gonna go marry a guy who's gonna give me a franchise.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened.
And
she ended up marrying the guy who directs all the Resident Evil movies. Surprisingly literate for someone who
Yeah,
was just,
Right?
for someone who was just born.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I always thought that she was a very I wouldn't say she's good in the Resident Evil movies, but I think she's always been an underrated actress.
Yeah.
She's not bad.
Mm-hmm. She was in what was it in Zoolander, right?
Yeah, she was the
She was
that got her the job in
brilliant.
Resident Evil.
She was brilliant in
Yeah,
Zoolander.
because
and it was
I guess the outfits and shit she was wearing in that
Yeah.
was what got the director's attention
Yeah.
for Resident Evil.
I don't know. I still think her best work was on Married with Children, when she plays the foreign exchange student that steals all of Kelly's boyfriends.
I don't remember that.
That was like the first thing I ever saw.
First thing I ever saw her in was Cuffs.
Cuffs. Oh yeah, with Christian
Christian
Slater.
Slater.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I ever saw her in. And it's
Yeah.
weird knowing that he's like 25, 26 in that movie, and she was like 15, and
Yeah.
they're like simulate banging and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
They have like a kid at the end.
Yeah, I
or
was like,
something.
no. My mom took me to see that in the theater. I was like, no.
Yeah. He was born. Yeah, well, he's born in like '69, I think.
Ooh!
Nice, I know. So and she's what 75.
She was born in 75. She was born in the same year.
So
I was.
so he's got a good 6 years on.
Yeah, and it was I just remember I didn't realize when I saw it, but years down the road, IMDb comes out and you start looking, you realize they had a good 7-year gap between the two.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god, no.
And here's a shameless plug for McDonald's.
This guy was in Aliens, the director's cut. He was the
Yeah.
guy that ran the facility where all the aliens get hatched.
The guy in
the guy that's driving.
He's also is in Batman.
Yeah.
Another Batman '89 guy.
Yeah.
Another
But I know him as the guy who was the captain of the Red Dwarf
Okay.
on the Red Dwarf.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So he's British then?
No, he just works. He just lives in England.
Oh, okay.
He's American. He lives in England.
Okay. But no, I've noticed too.
But then okay, here's another thing that kind of threw me and my friend off. This is supposed to be like some action-y car chase scene, and the music's making it sound like it's being played for laughs.
Yeah. Or it's got Eastern.
Yeah, it's like what?
But there's
a lot just threw me off.
Yeah. I was gonna say too, one of the other things is on depending. I remember when it would show on regular TV, if McDonald's was not the sponsor, they would just completely cut all any McDonald's stuff out, and it would the golden arches, whenever they crash into the truck here, it's just red. You don't see the arches, and the whole scene of him sideswiping them in the drive-through.
Well, it's weird that they have their logo and they're like, I don't remember Fifth Element Happy Meals.
Yeah. Well, it's just probably we need a little. We're running low on money.
Yeah. Yeah, the CGI is costing a little bit more than we thought it would.
Yeah, right, like that. If you watch that on certain channels,
they blur it out.
It would just be a red truck, and they'd get rid of the arches.
That's funny. What did I get myself into? That's the look on her face right there.
It's I fell into the wrong taxi.
Yeah, it's this is some bullshit. Just like in The Matrix Reloaded, all cars are bulletproof.
Yeah. Sort of. So much for that 6-month overhaul.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like a video game. I actually have a video game of this.
Where you just
It only came out in the UK. It's called New York Race, and it's basically like Mario Kart, but it's all with Fifth Element vehicles.
Well, there was
what the fuck are you doing?
Wasn't there a PlayStation 1 game, right?
Yeah, I had that too. Okay. Yeah. It's not good.
It's not good.
It's horrible. I bought it basically because I love the movie so much. And I remember I brought it home and I was like, "Oh God, why?" That's $50 I'll never get back.
Ouch.
Everybody loves the glow sticks, man.
Yep.
It's an eternal rave in the future.
Well, it doesn't look like he's that well hidden either.
Oh, the blood's rushing to my head.
Oh, great. Another one of my fares died.
Not again.
Now you know why he kept losing all those points on his license.
Exactly. Third time this month.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
This is some bullshit.
Like, come on, Bruce. It's not consensual. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Be a gentleman.
Ugh.
It's like, oh shit, she's got a boyfriend. Oh, wait a minute. That's your boyfriend? I always want to know what the idea behind the like the yarmulke that the young priest wears.
Yeah.
Why it looks like a swirl of licorice ice cream.
Well, kind of like it looks like the things like the Devo guys would wear.
Yeah.
There actually is. I remember Mr. Science Theater did like a summer.
Can you act funny, Ian Holm?
But Mr. Science Theater did a like sort of a summer movie at the time this came out, like sort of like review, and they did this scene, and it was actually pretty good.
It's a three-way.
Yeah. So if you get a chance, look it up. It actually is worth your time. It's pretty funny.
Nice.
Also, I remember even thinking this when I saw Die Hard. What's with the scar on Bruce Willis's shoulder?
What?
Like, look at his
on his right shoulder. Right shoulder, you can see.
Yeah. Well, now you can't because he's got his arm crossed. But yeah, in certain shots, you'll see like he's got like this scar that runs down.
Makes you wonder if it's like a real one or not.
No, it's definitely a real one.
It's definitely real. You just gotta wonder where it's from. Yeah.
Well, notice he has a menorah in the background there too.
Does he?
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I guess he's a multi-priest. Yeah, see, you can see it right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it runs down like to his armpit.
Poor kid. What the fuck is this?
Oh, now this is the creepy shit here.
But she gets him.
Yeah.
She gets it. She gets him. Brucey.
No means
Brucey.
no.
No.
Date rape.
No.
Date rape.
An adult.
No, this is like,
An
yeah,
adult.
okay.
Boop.
Look,
He has the big dick energy now.
I love that. He's like, I had it coming. I wonder if he put this scene in there just because, like, that always seems to happen in movies where, like, the guy like gets away with kissing an unconscious girl. Revenge of the Nerds.
I thought you were gonna. I really thought that sentence was gonna go somewhere else later. I wonder if you put this in this movie because he wanted to be the one. So,
well, like in movies, mostly like a guy would do something like he was trying to do and get away with it, and he's just kind of like, nope.
They make it like, oh, it's this romantic thing.
No, it's not a romantic thing. She's unconscious, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
European way of like making fun of American movies, always kind of doing that shit. I mean, if you watch Valerian, I mean, it basically tells America, you guys are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Warmongering pieces of shit.
Wait, which one? Which one?
Valerian.
Oh, yeah.
I always said it was like the Europeans' way of looking at America, the way like we always glorify war and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Lilu. First you try to kiss me, then you try to kill me.
Blow. Which feel free to watch that episode too, by the way.
Oh yes, yeah. That ended up being one of our most popular episodes of last season.
Yeah.
No, you know what ended up being our most popular episode? Was People Under the Stairs.
Oh, which we had to record twice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's one crazy Mardi Gras.
It's like, oh, young love, but Bruce Willis is barely young.
Young and middle-aged love.
It's just weird watching Bruce Willis act silly. Yeah. I'm not used to it.
Although, I mean, he started out as sort of a comedic actor.
Yeah. So like, Death Becomes Her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Blind Date.
No, yeah.
I used to watch that all the time on cable.
Yeah. Him, Phil Hartman, and John Larroquette.
Yeah. But it's just weird. I'm like even nowadays nowadays he'll do any fucking movie that comes his way. Yeah. But I'm used to him being like in serious movies and shit. Yeah. And I see him acting silly. It's just like I'm not used to this.
Yeah. Well, I always love
kitty cat. Meow, meow.
I always love that thing briefly where he was like, I'm not going to do violent films anymore, which lasted like
a day.
Yeah. I remember even like getting an argument with my mom when that happened. She's like, Bruce Willis doesn't need to make violent films anymore. I'm like, oh, he's going to make it. Like, then he made Tears of the Sun.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you see Sin City?
Yeah. Because it was after he did Sixth Sense. I guess he said, "Oh, I'm not going to do the violent."
Because
films.
he did a PG-13 movie that was basically a blockbuster beyond that no one expected to be a fucking blockbuster.
And then the kid bombs, and Disney's the kid, and then it's like, okay, let's go back to action.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Robert Rodriguez, you gonna show me that Sin City script again?
Well, like I was gonna say, even before that, Tears of the Sun.
Well, what was the name of that movie? Color of Night.
Oh god, where it's basically just soft
porno. It's a Skinamax movie.
Yeah.
And the thing that made me laugh the most about that and Showgirls was they showed those at the local drive-in.
Really?
Yeah, they showed Showgirls at the local drive-in. I remember driving past one night and they were showing Showgirls, and sure enough, there's just full-on frontal.
Nice.
And I'm just like, wow, how many kids are off on the side of the road jerking off to this right now? And then Color of Night, we went to see some other movie at the drive-in, and Color of Night was playing at the screen behind us. I remember turning around, and like Bruce Willis had like jumped into a pool with no pants on, and you see his fucking dick go like it just like swims over his thigh. And I remember going like, oh, this is out in the open.
This is one crazy cut of Die Hard.
I hope you're enjoying it over there. How many people are getting pregnant in those cars on that side of the drive-in?
Again.
Oh, I love this.
And she looks like she's having a fucking fun too, you know.
Oh man, I'm hungry.
Man.
Give me that. I want that.
Instant stuffed chicken.
Brilliant.
Like little head ticks she's doing and shit.
Do
the Mandasha ones not teach you how to chew with your mouth closed?
Oh no, they don't have mouths.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
They have vents.
I think in the book they describe them as beings of light.
Oh.
But they have to contain themselves in those suits.
Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg.
But that is the epitome of the popped collar.
It doesn't get any poppier than that.
Ever.
Yep.
The only reason he was in this is because he was in the professional.
Yeah.
I guess they loved working together, so let's keep doing it. Let's keep the party going.
Which are two.
But he said he based this off of Bush.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
He based his performance off of George Bush.
Like Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, honestly, I'd say these are two of like the best Gary Oldman performances. Are this one and in The Professional.
I know in this one he doesn't scream everyone.
That's why I
What
stopped.
fucking movie was it that I saw the other day where they copied that exactly? Oh my god, it's gonna drive me fucking nuts.
I just always love I love after he basically slaughters that dude's family.
Like,
gotta watch that chord.
Sorry.
But he's just like talking about because he's playing Beethoven in his head, and he goes, he does kind of run on. That's why I stopped. Jeez.
I'm trying to get it to stay up.
That's a personal problem, Chris.
Oh snap! Shots fired.
Eggnog.
That's a hell of a sneeze.
Definitely looks more CGI-ish on the 4K.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, also seeing it's looking.
And then there's Tricky for some reason. I sound like I have like rocks in my throat. I'm gargling pebbles.
I do love his sales pitch.
I do. I have a T-shirt that has his entire spiel about this gun on it.
Nice.
Courses.
And I think 3 people at work understand it.
Yeah. And replay.
Oh, Alan says hi, by the way. Like,
Wait, you said Alan says hi?
yeah. Alan from work.
Yeah. No, definitely tell him I said hi too. I miss Did he always go by Buck Chocolate? That was his nickname he always went by at work.
The what?
Buck Chocolate.
I haven't heard that in so long. Oh shit! Oh, everyone's getting inside jokes today.
Yeah. You know, tell his alter
I'll
ego.
tomorrow. I'll be like, Marissa says, "What's up, Buck Chocolate?"
Exactly. What's up, Buck Chocolate? And he'd always be like, "Hey, he'd always be like, yeah, I'm always just joking, unless you don't want me to."
Oh shit!
And I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, Buck Chocolate. Never."
So for the people listening, don't realize that Marissa and I actually worked in the same facility a while back.
Yeah, long time ago in a galaxy far away.
It's empty.
Jeremiah, I'm sad that there's no V8 in this movie.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, but Marissa was there for that one too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The horrible food erotica.
And that guy,
Right, the VA with the Ninja 3. I swear, I was at my parents' house back in August, and they had V8, and I go, fucking Christ.
Yeah, just don't pour it down your chest.
Right? I'm like, no, I'm not. I can't even look at it the same way again. I was like, no, man. V8 was never supposed to be erotic.
We're talking about Ninja 3: The Domination, which we've also watched on this podcast, audience.
Yes, so please download that episode.
Yes, recommend it. It's brilliant.
2, 5.
Like checking out her nails and shit.
Like, ooh.
It's like, shit, I need to go to a mani.
You can I was just kind of noticing, you can definitely tell Agnot's mask has a little bit more detail because it's got the animatronics and shit in it.
That's probably the only one that does that out of all of them.
Because the other ones like definitely look a lot more stiff and like not as.
They could probably only afford one with the
the
animatronics in it. Oh, Stan Winston. I don't think it's Stan Winston. Although God, the material his shirt is made out of is fucking cool.
The Gary Oldman's?
Yeah, because it's like it changes color depending on what light's on it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, I was the funny thing is, like, I loved wearing that kind of fabric in the 90s. I had a lot of shirts.
I did have a hypercolor shirt, one of the the ones change depending on your body temperature.
Yeah.
And then my mom decided to dry it in the dryer on high and fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Murdered it.
Yeah, my favorite though, I had one that was shirt that was just like that, except instead of this green and blue, it was like purple and blue, and I loved that shirt. Yay, 90s.
Well, this movie's from 97, so
exactly. I was like, yeah, that's very fitting. That's
and he did not ask for red button was.
Oh no! Oh, oops.
See, at least he wasn't walking away from it in slow motion when the explosion happened. So, good on you, Luc Besson.
A dad and a wool kill.
Okay, so I remember some critic made fun of this scene. Was like, "Oh, look, she puts this thing on for the first time, and it makes her look like even more gorgeous than she already is." When she puts the makeup thing on.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a makeup box. That was.
But I was like, "What are you complaining about?" I don't understand what. See, it's like, "Oh, she's got eyebrows now."
Yeah.
Some guy was like, "Oh, look, she looked gorgeous to begin with, and then they do something to make her even look more gorgeous." I'm like,
yeah, so like she took her glasses off and suddenly she's
she's all that. I'm like, I don't understand the complaint. I can't understand you. You sound like you're gargling pebbles again.
Emmanuel, a sword. I do love the robot scene too, just the way he talks, how condescending he is,
and then he gets what's coming to him. What the fuck is that even thing it's supposed to be?
I think it's Sauron. or Sauron.
And then he went to play Bilbo. Oh shit!
Oh, look at this full circle.
He's like, "Don't hit me with a fire extinguisher. I'll bleed white all over you." You got the little soul patch. I had a soul patch for a while. That was a mistake.
Oh,
I want his desk, by the way.
Yeah, the little.
Except I don't need the little mini elephant in there.
The mini elephant.
I never actually looked and seen like what was in his trophy case before, all those trophy cases and stuff. But yeah, I just love his little. Look at all these
they're all weapons.
Yeah, look at all these little things and gadgets doing.
Oh my god! It's what do they call the little vacuum cleaners? The Roombas.
The Roombas.
Roombas. They predict Luc Besson predicting the future.
I wonder if Luc Besson got all these pieces from like Doctor Who, like prop room or something.
Little bitty children of their own.
That's the thing is this guy never uses the same accent, and like in every movie has a different accent.
Yeah. Well, that's why whenever he was in Lost in Space, he talked about one of the things he loved about that role was he actually got to use his real accent.
He can actually talk.
Shouldn't have swallowed that cherry.
They have pits in them,
Yeah.
Have fun passing that tomorrow. And seeing him, actually, because I remember the last thing I remember seeing him in was fucking Dracula.
Yeah.
He's acting all goofy and shit. And it's like, what is happening in this movie?
Looking like John Lennon.
All that in shirts.
This movie, like, I just did not understand what this movie was doing to me when I saw it the first time. I was like, what am I watching?
And then this
nightmare fuel right here. What's it gonna do? It's looking at you like,
it looks like Snuffleupagus' naked baby.
I think that's a baby Snuffleupagus. Hasn't got its hair yet.
Hasn't got its hair yet,
yeah. You're dying.
Random cactus.
Even though, by the way, if someone's choking, don't do that.
Yeah.
Heimlich.
Works every time.
Yeah.
That looks like a double-handed axe. Like you have to hold it in front of you. That thing on the right. And there's a Scudder from Red Dwarf on the left.
Oh, nice. And I love this. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like all of his guards wearing booty shorts. It's like pleather booty shorts.
They're rough boys.
By the way, I talk now.
I
remember this is I think this is the part when I saw it the first time where I completely checked out of the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
And who did you say the voice of the planet is?
Jean Reno.
Jean Reno, okay.
Like when it starts talking to him on the phone, I was like, what the fuck? Although I laugh at this now, but I thought this was like one of the worst things also was like
the headphones
when his headphones shoot off of his head the way they shoot off. I laugh now, but back then I was like, what?
Well, and the other thing is that the bug they have in there is a literal bug.
Yeah. He's not being subtle.
Yeah.
Like, I got stones in my shoe. No, that was your foot. Those are called your toes. I remember me and my friend were both like, went, oh. And it's a weird thing. It's just the way, like, within the space of 24 hours, like, my opinion on the movie, like, did a complete 180. I think I'd seen it, I experienced it in that disappointment the first time, and then I knew what to expect the second time I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay.
I bet you lunch.
I wish I could have someone deliver Thai food directly to my apartment
I was just about to say that. I would love to have a food truck just come to my front, like my window, man.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah. I love this. Like how he smiles.
Like, didn't see that coming.
And of course, you see the Zorg logo at the bottom.
Well, he talked about it at the very beginning, where he was like, "How many people do you want to fire from the taxi industry?" He's like 5,000.
Although the thing is, though, you look at it's not even so much that that he was laid off from the cab company. It's you see all the violations he had.
Yeah,
and that's why they fired him.
Oh, I loved having a mother.
Yeah,
brilliant.
I love the fact that his ship is a ship.
Yeah.
It was like a boat.
That's a lot of fortune cookies he gave him.
It's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely
that is what I want.
Inspired.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Well, don't forget, remember he was eating noodles in Blade Runner at the beginning too. So
he was. Yeah.
You didn't get mugged. You mugged the mugger.
Yeah.
Right? You mugged the
It
mugger,
was an
man.
attempted mugging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I tried to kiss some girl. She put a gun to my head. It's been a great day. Dirt.
Oh, creepy cam there.
Oh God! Well, to look down the girls' shirts,
Yeah.
and then we got Princess Leia
Yeah.
for some reason.
Right.
The only other movie I had ever seen that actress in was Living Daylights.
Yeah, she's the Russian
Yeah, like the person that's trying to get people over the
border. Yeah, through the gas lines or whatever. Yeah. She just looked at the camera.
That's why we've never seen.
Oh,
the movie
4K!
since
It ruins the illusion. She was looking directly at the camera.
then. Well, the dude in the back is too.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean, see,
Yeah. You're Bruce Willis, killer of the Nakatomi building.
Kind of what you do.
Exactly.
You see, you destroyed the Nakatomi Tower. You destroyed an airport. You destroyed most of New York. You destroyed that girl from Killer of Night.
Oh,
Oh god, that movie's so terrible.
and he doesn't even say it right. It's Jiminy Croquette.
Yeah.
He's just like, so it makes
Gemini.
you wonder.
He couldn't say Gemini. He called it Jiminy.
Yeah. So
And the
it's
thing
just-
is, my multipass, it comes in a package that has that exact winner thing on top of it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Sometimes Loot Crate is your friend. Sometimes it's a waste of money.
What?
Why gotta be so judgmental, Bruce Willis?
Yep. Oh well.
Yeah, and then here we go.
I love it too because Brian James always like, wait, isn't that? So you see that look on his face when he sees the monitor.
He's like, I just saw her naked.
Yeah.
But then again, in the future, I'm sure a lot of people have that hairstyle.
Yeah. I mean, we saw the future of which is now the past from Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
So where it's basically the 80s.
Where Zorg's outfit was being worn by a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Like, I think Michael J. Fox had the hat
Yeah.
that was made out of that, wasn't he? Or didn't
Yeah. Marty Jr.
Yeah. Where's my hoverboard, sons of bitches?
Still waiting on that.
It's been 6 years.
Didn't they have the
Hoverboard.
Nike self-tying shoes? I think those came out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the self-drying
prototype or
jacket,
something. The self
Although technically dry fit clothing, I guess, is that
I didn't notice that before.
what
she's doing in the background is like she's acting like a little kid in a candy
Oh,
shop.
shit,
Like,
yeah.
She went and she looked at the panel for the door and she presses the button and it starts to close. She goes,
or even like she's like just like looking,
yeah,
looking at his shit.
It's like a little kid in a candy store. I never noticed that before.
I love this.
Yeah.
Love this.
This
line.
I almost bought a T-shirt.
Oh,
that had
that's right.
a popsicle with its hands in those circles. I almost bought a shirt, but it didn't come in my size. Supposed to get you in the shower. See what the fuck subtext.
It's closing in on me.
Yeah.
I have no space. I'm dying. I'm dead.
And that's when the movie ends. Fifth Element dead. Got crushed in the shower.
Then he suffocates this guy.
Yep.
Yeah, here it is. Are you designated human?
It's like, who wrote that?
Me popsicle.
Oh, this guy was like the guy who gets his head cut off in Braveheart.
Yeah.
Well,
This is also who the Mangalore dresses up or impersonates later on in the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When they're at the airport, I think.
Because that's who they think
That's
Lilo
who they
Dallas.
think, Corbin.
Corbin Dallas.
Yeah,
is,
Lilu Multipas.
But yeah, he's the guy like the Duke of York or whatever in Braveheart that they send his head to Longshanks.
Gotcha.
Uranium,
with Snuffleupagus.
uranium smuggling, is that what they... Yeah.
I just noticed that he's got a scar over his eye.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shit. I guess
4K, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Not looking like all broken down and shit from the explosion. Did he just orgasm?
A little bit.
A little like it. A little bit. That's hot. Yeah. That's talking plants to me. That's a turn on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shh. She's going on.
Forgot about the auto wash. Yeah. That was on accident, Corbin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopsie.
Oops, you got all wet. Oh, look at you.
Let me dry you off.
We gotta
girl.
get you out of the clothes.
Well, guess what's coming? Well, that's coming.
Yeah.
Ooh, you need the only way to warm you up is with body heat. We both have to get naked now.
Like she does look goth
For warmth,
now,
exactly.
Yeah. Just gonna go listen to some Cure.
She's like, oh, the Birthday Massacre is my favorite band.
Let's play some Joy Division.
Like the seagulls. Never put a plastic bag over your head. Come on. Yep.
Yeah, remember, ladies and gentlemen,
PG-13. Third time this has happened. Third time.
Yeah.
This is the moment where I realized, like, I can't get used to Bruce Willis doing comedies. The look on his face right here.
That
was the last thing I respected to see Bruce Willis do in a movie.
Validation awards, my only weakness.
And he's now wanted for the murder of 3 military officers.
He just closes the door. Doesn't even let him out.
Yeah, the book explains this whole thing with the garbage.
Okay.
I was gonna say, O'Hare looks pretty shitty now.
Yo, actually, those yarmulke things kind of look like a poop emoji.
Multipass.
Multipass.
She's even like, no, this is a mistake.
And David is in great shape.
To say the only other movie I think I've ever seen that guy in is
he was in Snatch.
He was in Snatch.
Yeah.
Was he one of the gypsies or?
No, I just think he was just one of the background people. I remember seeing him in Snatch. I think he was also in Layer Cake.
Because I know he was
He's
in
British.
Harry Brown. He was a cop in Harry Brown.
He's British, so I've seen him in a lot of British gangster like movies.
Yeah.
She's like a little kid. I love it.
Garbage.
Which is never explained.
And it's But yeah, the one thing that would be that whenever I was wanting to do the costume is the jacket, and apparently there's some dude online that actually makes those and will sell them to you.
Makes you wonder what he has in his shoulder pads.
Yeah.
The thing on his shoulder.
Yeah, it's like an ammo.
Multi-pass.
It almost looks like sort of like where you'd put like a magazine. Yeah.
Like, are those flares?
No, it's a multi-pass. Come on.
I like it. He goes, yeah, we're in love.
Anyway, we're in love.
This is the type. So I bartend, and I deal with this shit all the time, and I feel like this damn robot.
It's you. It represents you, Jeremiah. Want some more?
Want some more? Oh.
What the fuck? You had one job, David. One job. Well, you told me when a problem comes along, I should whip it.
And Yeah, I love this. So whenever he tells him, where is it? So here's my question: is that they never show in the movie. Whenever he opens that door, does he find that dead Montechuan that's been there for like 300 years?
Right?
I'm assuming that they've been back and forth opening those doors at some point. So, but I don't remember if they did mention that in the book at all.
Yeah, that's me.
So I don't remember in the book either if she's a Manda or a Mangalore or not.
Because in the movie,
I think, in the movie she is, yeah.
Yeah. It's me after taking a shot of Malort.
I was just watching a video last night of people like review food and stuff, and they were drinking Malort, and they absolutely loved it. And they're like from Seattle.
Well, it's one of those things you have.
It's a Chicago
Malort,
thing. I understand.
With Malort though, it's like you have to be the right level of drunk. If you're too sober, no. If you're too drunk, no. But if you're just right, it's like you can throw it back, no problem.
I just realized she's wearing a clear
shirt I know,
with a thong.
I literally just now realized that I was like,
That's one of a lot of times when you see it in fucking pan and scan.
Yeah.
You don't notice it. There's a lot of shit I'm actually noticing because the aspect ratio different from when they show it on regular TV.
Yeah, what ticks me off is like you see this is in 235:1, so it's in the real widescreen, and then like when you watch it on like TV, they'll put it in 185, so it just fills up your screen completely.
Yeah,
and it's still kind of like a modern day pan and scan.
Yeah,
and then this happens, and I was done with this movie.
And I'd like to ask if anybody remembers.
I said it out loud. Why does he have a dick on his head?
Well, I was going to say it reminds me of the old cartoon, The Snorks.
The Snorks!
That was my first thought.
Oh, I love the Snorks.
That's a throwback.
Well, look at the fucking guy behind him.
With half of his head shaved.
Yeah.
When this happened, I was like, I'm done.
There was a meme that I posted recently on Facebook where it's like, there are two wolves inside of you, and it's supposed to be like, one is blah blah blah, and the other is this. And the one I posted, it was like there are two wolves inside of you, and they're both ruby red screaming. I was like, yeah, that's a mood. Yes.
So when I was collecting vinyl soundtracks and stuff, they released a special edition of the Fifth Element score, and the green vinyl edition was called the Super Green. I like the girl, the stewardess behind him is just kind of like.
Thrilled.
Even Bruce Willis is like, fuck this thing. Fuck, what the fuck?
Well, remember, it's supposed to be a secret mission.
He's like, this is his cover.
Yeah.
That guy could be Jean Reno's brother. That steward. And then he turns into Michael Jackson. He's got to work this into every movie. I said Michael Jackson.
That was Lionel Richie, though.
Yeah, Lionel Richie, yeah.
And then this girl is in Interview with the Vampire.
All we needed to do was when he slipped.
She was in Interview with the Vampire, that's right.
Yeah, she's the whore and prostitute.
Lady of the Night.
The Lady of the Night in Interview with the Vampire. And she's also in Resident Evil. She's the girl that gets her decapitated by the elevator.
Oh, yeah, you ain't kidding. Yeah. The freckles, yeah. Green like what? The guy's like crystal green, emerald green.
His stable of ass kissers.
Yeah.
I love.
The spin.
Like even he's thrown off by his hair.
He's just looking at it like, get that out of my face.
Right?
You're about to stab me in the eye. Should I stick my finger in it?
And then doesn't he? Yeah, it's just like off the ground. Yeah.
Super green.
He's trying to trick her. He's quite tricky.
God damn it.
Come on, it was right there.
Sure, bye.
You can clearly tell she's just. It's supposed to be a machine pulling it out.
Yeah,
you can clearly tell she's just squatting.
She's just doing the mime thing. Yeah. It's a mistake. She loses her accent for a second. Yeah, she loses it for like a second because she's like talking with an American accent, and then she goes, "The sleep regulators."
Well, don't you say regulators?
No, I don't say regulators. Okay, this is the last time you're going to see her with her real hair.
So as soon as we get to,
as soon as you get the floss in, it turns into a wig. I'm a quick study. He's like, yeah, you will.
Now let's regulate our sleep, baby.
Doesn't affect her though. If you notice. See, he keeps on thinking he's gonna get it. He's gonna do the do, and then something happens.
Keeps getting interrupted.
Yeah. Sorry, Europeans hate you, Americans.
Exactly.
Except this guy. It makes me wonder: is he using his dick, his tongue, or his hair?
Well, probably the tongue and the hair.
God damn it, Jeremiah.
Because one is stimulating the other.
Oh, shut up. Just stop. Just stop.
It's right there.
Just stop. I like the one guy's like, hey, I'm working. The other guy's like, whatever.
The weird gremlin things they have in there.
The parasites. Yeah.
Again, this is more world building, man.
I never got that he's fucking smoking a J while he's doing it.
And that's nuclear, man. That's nuclear.
Yep.
Those are probably those toys.
Stuff.
More of those toys that had like the little rubber nubs on it and they would vibrate on the floor.
Yeah,
that's exactly what that is. They just put like a rubber thing on it.
Not Jude Law.
Let's go get drunk now. You're high and I always get drunk. Yeah, not Jude Law. Like the editing is funny for this scene too. Just like the conversations crossing over.
All goes to a climax.
Yeah,
a literal climax.
Yeah. Well, like all the conversations like crossing over like that. It's funny. Yeah. Like I didn't really appreciate it the first time I saw it. The second time I saw it, I was like, okay, I got you.
And this is one of those things where it's just like, how would he survive the vacuum of space doing this? But,
the land, in the landers or the landing gear.
Yeah. PG-13, ladies and gentlemen.
They have liftoff in more ways than one at this scene.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, Luc Besson.
Very disappointed.
That twitch, man. That twitch.
Damn right.
And then kaboom. And that clearly was a dummy.
Yeah.
Noticing in 4K Ultra.
He's still standing there.
Yeah,
he's still standing. You can see it in 4K.
Oh, he is still there.
He's still there.
Oh. It's just like the outline. Oh, this is creepy.
Yeah. Welcome to New York. Oh, he's on the dome. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, and there's...
Wow.
Nice.
I do like the warp effect here, too. Yeah. That's kind of cool. It's different. They do the flash at the beginning instead of the end, like a Next Generation. Yeah. The flash is always at the end. Yeah, this is right here is where I was like, this fuck this shit. I was like, fuck this shit. He wants to make a call.
Like, they look at him like, oh, you're an idiot. Yeah.
Dirt. She still only had the one nail red. It's like 3 days later.
Maybe she's going back and forth.
Your god's gonna jizz all over your head.
Right.
The thing that was the other thing. I remember when I saw it the first time, I never noticed when Neville, Baron Munchausen, was like telepathically, I guess, speaking to him or whatever, and he saw this stuff running down his head.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it the first time.
Yeah.
And then I saw it the second time. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah, because when it happens to Neville, it's not very like it's right at the top of the screen.
Exactly.
But here, he makes an issue out of it. He like rubs it off of his face and all that.
Yeah.
What's the job?
Okay.
No, I just wanted it to go Matilda.
There's massive voter fraud happening here. We gotta talk about it. Dominion's machines are ruining this voting process.
Did you see me in the Poor Rat movie?
I grabbed my junk. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's the Sarge. Yeah.
You stole that shit, Gary Oldman.
Yeah. I really want a chocolate sundae right now.
Oh God. Well, Margie just.
Delicious.
That's cool. Even the running lights show up.
Mm. And in Mobius fashion, the ship is very phallic.
Yep. It's got 3 boners.
Yeah. And imagine if an entire planet was Hawaii.
Well, they keep on saying like you have access to like 1 million beaches. Like where?
Where? It's like the water. Yeah.
It's fucking Aquaman land.
Football practice. Oh.
Yeah. Pancakes. Oh, I didn't notice that before either. There were rungs between the sleeping quarters, probably because there's another level above them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had people climbing up from above and stuff. Lay up, yeah.
Well, they did it, guys.
It is now away.
They did it. She finally got laid.
Oh God.
Come on.
That's
Why?
Oh, because it was there, and I went.
Why?
literal low-hanging fruit.
Because it was there, and I grabbed it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, they finally did it.
I'm done. Good night, everybody. Try the deal. Don't get a ticket
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Bilbo.
She's like, hi. Oh, good. Her dialogue, the way she says this line.
He's so sexy, like that thing.
No, then she's like screams it. Ruby Rod! It's like she's talking normal voice, and then she has to scream.
Oh.
Yeah, she says something about there like being 5,000 beaches or something. Like where? It was all water.
Be right.
Yeah, it's just like randomly. Even he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Look, he's like, really, you had to do that. Ruby Red.
Just so happen to know your size.
They took his measurements while he was asleep.
Yeah, oh God.
Without his permission, by the way.
So much non-consenting. Mom finds you everywhere, guys.
Yep.
Lesson learned.
I just expected like now that I watch it and I hear the voice, I expected to go Howard. Oh, here's Lucas'
so apparently,
wife.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
He was married to Bib Fortuna.
Ayla Sakura. This guy was in Mouse Hunt. This guy was like a real famous comedian in England.
And he's in There's Something About Mary.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, she definitely has a Twi'lek, however you say it, look about her.
Yeah, she did. I remember, like, there's a documentary on. I'm assuming it's going to be on this also, but the old BluRay that I had, where they interviewed Maiwen Lebesco, who played her, And she was talking about how she didn't want to do it at all, but like Luc Besson, like, we don't have anybody else. Like the person that we hired isn't going to show up.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
And I'm assuming she's probably wearing platforms or something.
Oh, yeah.
But
she's not very tall.
Yeah.
She's in high tension.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's in that, and she's also in Professional. But Matilda, the character Matilda, is actually based off of her.
Huh. Interesting.
Because of the weird, creepy romance story between
the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luc Besson's got issues.
Yeah.
He's the French R. Kelly. Except he didn't have anyone piss on him.
Or maybe the French
Le Peace?
Yeah. Of course, he didn't marry his daughter, so he's got that
gross.
on. So.
Gross. Oh, there's some land. There's a couple of little pieces of land.
The beaches are all on that.
That one side of it, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much. I'd never noticed the Gemini croquette lady.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the Jiminy is
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, the Jiminy contest. He doesn't even say Jiminy. He doesn't even say the croquette part. He goes the Jiminy contest.
Yeah.
I love it.
But who cares?
But who cares? So awesome.
Hey, was that Mitch McConnell?
I love that. No, I love that he goes, there's a bunch of ministers, more sinister than ministers.
Yeah.
What?
Because he's stone deaf.
Oh, I love this.
He loves to sing.
This is edited out in regular TV.
Oh, when she moaned? The moan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that headdress that woman is wearing right in the front row is like, what?
Oh. Thrilled.
Come on!
Agnot.
Commercial.
It's like so off the wall. It's awesome.
Oh.
Makes me wonder if he came up with the whole thing. Oh man. So I saw it's on YouTube somewhere. There was some lady who was on like one of those whatever country's got talent shows, and she recreated the singing that she does here, like the song. But the thing is like she was modulated with the computers because she could hit those low and high notes that we can't do. Yeah. But she managed to get pretty close, which is kind of impressive.
Well, it is impressive. Thing, like, when the lady who actually does the singing voice, it's not the same.
No.
Yeah. I remember seeing on one of the behind the scenes things where she was looking at the music and she's like, these notes are impossible.
Yeah, people can't. We don't have the
and
range
then
for this.
They had told her, they're like, oh, you're not gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna use a computer to modulate it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so when I had watched this, on the bus with my sister, it was at this point. So, and I was like, "What is with this blue lady? And what does she do? Like, what?" This is the moment I was like, I really don't know what's happening.
Why does she look like a live action embodiment of a hentai film?
Squid porn.
Oh god.
Oh
like
god.
All the tentacles, so many tentacles. She's even got like a
more to love, baby. More to love.
Well, she was born with it. It's like one of those that thing where people where babies have tails.
Yeah, there's like I hope on this edition that I bought, they have like the behind the scenes footage of them shooting this thing, and she could not keep up with the lyrics when they were she was lip syncing to it on stage. And they said it took them like 5 or 6 shots, or 5 or 6 takes to get it all done. But like she'd be like, she'd like lose it, she'd lose it, she'd be like right here. That's why they keep cutting away. They do it the way they do.
Yeah.
But like the first time they told her to do that little hip hop dance or whatever when the music kicks in, and she's like, "What?"
Bear in mind this character,
what?
The diva can hit all those notes while still having like stones jammed into her. Belly.
I was gonna make a joke. Where I was like, exactly how did they get those in her? Did she like insert them through her mouth or her butt? It's just I don't understand, but whatever. Science fiction.
Somebody likes The Cure.
Yeah.
or Lex. I'm
But yeah,
not sure.
you see like the first take of them shooting the scene with the diva when she starts to dance, she kind of goes like.
Yeah.
Like they didn't choreograph anything.
Like some weird like funky chicken.
Yeah, because they, like I said, she was a last minute replacement because the woman that they had hired to do it like just never like showed up.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to adapt the costume to you real quick. We're gonna have to go and shoot this real quick because Bruce Willis is only here for today.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And they said that they wanted her to perform that live in front of Bruce Willis because he had never seen what the makeup for her looked like before. So they wanted the genuine reaction of him going like, wow. Like all this stuff is just real reactions, like to seeing it happen for the first time. But like they were like, yeah, now do a hip hop dance. She's like, what? We didn't talk about this. So she's like, the first time she's just kind of like doing the robot and just like kind of like moving around. And then like one of the background dancers, I think it's the guy that plays the human version of the Mangalore.
Yeah,
he's actually like a dancer.
Yeah,
and he was like, no, do this, and he's like showed her all the moves and stuff. Like, just do this. It was kind of silly. But like, I never thought I'd see a musical number in a movie like this before.
Apparently,
a fight scene choreographed right to it too.
Apparently, the Mangalores love to go tanning.
You got the tanning glasses on. It's probably because they don't have the thing to catch their eye holes.
Yeah. Probably the guy lost the eyepiece. Like, oh, we have to do something.
They're wearing, not like an actual prosthetic thing. It's just a mask they pulled over.
Fuck this shit, he says.
Yeah. He's like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
5,000 bitches. Like this stuff. She's like, what? That's the guy telling her, this is what you should do.
Yeah. Matrix before the Matrix.
I had friends when I showed them the first Blade movie after the first Matrix movie came out. So it was like in 2000 I showed them the first Blade. And then when the fight scenes were happening and all that, and they do that scene where like Blade shoots the gun in slow motion at Deacon in the open, and it like slow-mo's it. They're going, Matrix rip-off, Matrix rip-off. I'm like, actually, if you want to get technical, Matrix rip this off.
Yeah, Blade was made the same year as this movie we're watching.
Yep.
I remember like when I said that, my friend Brian just looked at me and was like, shut up. I was like, what?
Was it on motion?
No, it was one person. You can see the guy's eyes underneath the makeup.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How do you
get the editing? Just the editing in this is just cool. Now after you leave, I'm probably gonna put on Valerian. I'm gonna have to. It's like a moral imperative at this point.
It's kind of like whenever you was a Heartbreaker on the radio. You can't play We Are the Champions without playing We Will, or you can't play We Will Rock You without immediately playing We Are the Champions.
We Are the Champions. Yeah.
With Zeppelin, what is it? You can't play Heartbreaker without immediately playing Livin' Lovin'.
Oh yeah. I mean, I keep on when I was trying to describe to people, like after I had seen Valerian the first time, a lot of people were just kind of like, it doesn't look that great. I'd be like, you like the Fifth Element? Yeah, it's the Fifth Element times 10, so it's the 50th element.
The 50th element, nice. Yeah, I love Luc Besson's his aesthetic. It's just so it's so brilliant.
I know there's a book out there. It's like the making of Valerian, so it shows all the pre-production stuff, and it's just like the amount of design work that went into that movie is just insane.
Oh, sure. I mean, you can tell it was a labor of love because he grew up with those comics, and it was so important to him to show French sci-fi essentially. So,
I mean, just that mall scene alone, like the interdimensional mall at the beginning of the movie, it's just like, what? Wow! Ow! I've heard, like I said, I've yet to see it, but I've heard the biggest thing, the biggest gripe people have is Dane DeHaan.
It makes sense for the way his character is. He's just supposed to be like that.
But because I know in the comics he's supposed to be more like a dashing kind of handsome man.
Yeah, but the thing was the movie's more about Laureline than him, and I guess originally he wanted to call because the comics are called Valerian and Laureline.
Yeah.
And they were like, no. People that like the studio was like, no.
Yeah.
No. Which makes no sense. But I mean, it's more about her than him.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I saw Elizabeth Dickel or whatever, I think it's her name, who's in that. She was the one that's the super tall lady who's also in...
Debicki.
Debicki,
She's in a Tenet.
Oh, yeah. Tenet.
Yeah, she...
Sovereign.
I actually... She actually has... Thank God she has a sense of humor, unlike
Michelle Rodriguez.
Because around the same time, I saw her in the same bar, and I walked up to Elizabeth Debicki. And I said, "Anybody ever told you look good in gold?" She goes, kind of smiles and goes, "A time or two." And
but then you got to follow it up with the Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, well, the Michelle Rodriguez I did first and I know I probably mentioned it on the podcast before, but whenever Michelle Rodriguez was about walking out the door, I go, "Excuse me, miss. Has anybody told you look like the lady from BluRay?" She just looked at me like I told her to go fuck herself.
Oh, shit.
She goes, "Really?"
Oh.
You don't fuck with Letty, man, because that's family. That's family.
So she did not think it was as funny as I did. but at least, Elizabeth Debicki had a sense of humor, and then I even told her, I was like, "Oh, hey, I really loved Man from U.N.C.L.E. I wish more people had gone and seen it." She's, "Oh, thank you."
I didn't realize she was in that.
Yeah, she's the villain.
I haven't seen it.
She's like the main bad guy.
I thought she was really good in Tenet.
And super tall. I'm 6 foot.
Well, you watch that movie and look at her standing next to Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah,
and it's like there's a good 1.5 foot difference between the two of them.
In Man from U.N.C.L.E., she towers over Henry Cavill.
Really? And he's like 6 foot, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's
I think he might be a little bit taller.
He's taller than that. He's at least 6'1", if not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's also going to be in The Crown as Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's cool. I can see that.
I'm super stoked about that.
Yeah, I actually had to look up whenever I walked up to her.
That's cool. Yeah, like when I went to see Tenet in the theater, I explained to my friends, I was like, "That's the Sovereign from Guardians 2," and they were like, "Who?"
Yeah.
I was like, "The gold lady, the queen of the gold people."
Lady.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, come on."
Yeah, and I guess she's in Valerian. I'm not sure which character.
She plays the king of the CGI characters.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of gender swapped because
yeah,
they all kind of look like they're both male and female kind of. They don't really have
sort of in Enemy Mine that those kind of aliens.
Yeah, they're very the aliens are very androgynous in the movie, and she, I guess, they didn't require somebody to be they did nothing in that. Nothing the way the character is supposed to have been played spoke to female or male.
Yeah.
I just love the trigger.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, she plays it really well. But it's only her voice, really. I think she did a mocap work for it, but she's definitely the voice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Come on, my man.
Just start screaming. All he does for the rest of the movie is scream.
I love this too. Here's
I wonder.
Don't worry, our man's got it under control.
He thought out, apparently.
Yeah. And now he just goes into badass mode.
He goes into this is John McClane.
This is John. Yeah.
John McClane with a blonde wig. Or blonde toupee.
That's clearly not him.
No. Yeah, 4K ruins everything.
Yeah. It's kind of like that scene in Die Hard where it's an obvious stunt double where the helicopter crashes into the atrium or whatever, and he turns and it's a guy whose hairline is completely different than Bruce Willis.
I still say one of the biggest HD goof ups I've seen is X-Men 2. And it's when Nightcrawler, they're at the very end, they're in the dam.
Yep.
Nightcrawler's told that those kids are in that prison beneath their feet. And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll teleport down there and get him," or whatever. And then they show the kids in the dungeon, and they show the spot where Nightcrawler is going to teleport. And before he's even teleported there, you can see him in the shadows. Oh. And then all you hear is, "Bamf!" And then he like walks out of the shadows. He was standing there waiting for the cue, and the HD ruins it because they brightened up the picture
shading,
too much.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You see him standing there waiting for his cue.
And I love this. Ray!
Give me the gun! Thanks, Ray.
God. Just oh.
Expression.
Are you serious?
It's just a wave.
You know, I'm Bruce Willis, moonlighting, you know. I do lighter fare.
Yes, you saw my dick in color at night. You got fucked, man. He's like level of John McClane fucked up right now.
Yep.
It's that practice. So, it's
Like every one of those Die Hard movies, by the end of the movie, he's just covered in his own blood.
Yeah.
I just love this. I think he's trying to tell me something. His eyes are like popping out of his head.
And then, kaboom! And just like slapping him.
Sorry, man. And he still apologizes. Even the Mangalores, they look up and like, did that just happen? They died from being shot in the kneecaps.
Kneecaps, my only weakness.
The head ticks. Oh my god. They took this from Halo.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Halo took this from this movie.
I was gonna say, it seems like a trope in games to have those like sticky grenades.
This is just
The rest of the movie, he's just screaming.
And he does not count to 10 in the right.
No, he does not.
Yeah. Like, okay, you should be counting right now.
Because we all know the crap table will save us from the grenade.
And snake eyes.
Yeah. They actually burned down the set because of this.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said the explosion got out of control and it just set everything on fire.
At least they kept the footage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nowadays, I would just be CGI.
Yep.
I guess there was supposed to be more that took place in that scene, but they couldn't do it.
And I never even thought about that. He goes 10, and then it cuts to the
That's why I said the editing in the movie.
The cuts are they're great. I mean, like, the editing is
like when they're
great.
having multiple people are having conversations, they're cutting in between them, and they all kind of be having the same conversations that kind of flow together. It's just weird, but it's really cool. I got a job in Mouse Hunt.
Nathan Lane, Chris.
I love that he's like looks. And, there's 10 people in it.
and then does the count again. There you go.
There he is.
That's him.
Yeah. You can tell because he's the one with the gimpy ear.
And then I love the Tiny Lester and Brian James exchange that's coming up. Yeah.
How do you learn to negotiate like that?
Yeah.
You see them all going like, "Oh my god!"
Now they're completely docile.
Yeah, now they're just kind of like useless.
Yeah, and then
It's just like the conversations like crossover.
and then just like Brian James like, me, you know.
Oh,
No broadcast. Didn't stop the broadcast once.
I know.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Big bada boom.
Yeah. Lila would be happier if you were here right now. She'd be like making fun of me.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, she just got shot.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
She's bleeding to death in the vents.
Luckily, she's happened to be right in front of the camera.
All right, let's get her out of
But
here.
this-
She's
but this
starting
is
to
like-
stink up the air vents.
This is a legit complaint I hear about all the time. Is like she's super girl. She can destroy bad guys. She kick their asses without, and then she gets shot once, and she's like out of commission.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, she got shot multiple times.
Well, she's not. She just got shot in the shoulder.
Oh, because like you see him unloading that gun, and he may have used replay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like everyone, when I saw it the second time, people were like, "Yeah, it's like she's fine, but she gets shot once." And like most people, like in movies, like they get shot once, and they're like, "Whatever."
Yeah.
You know, but maybe that is the whole European thing again.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you get
Trying
shot
to be-
once, it hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're not doing shit.
That's gonna mobilize you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, so when I watch a lot of American films with my husband, we always joke about a lot of the typical American tropes, like the limitless ammo, or like the like military and entertainment and whatnot. And so I feel like, yeah, when it comes to like, if an American gets shot, we'd be like, yeah, just walk it off, man, because we're so
Yeah.
tough. But yes, from like a
You just
European
got
standpoint,
winged.
they're
It's
like,
okay.
yeah, it just got clipped, you know, just a graze. But with the European, it's like, we do take weapons more seriously, and
I have
It's
one
massive
a
shot
hole
hurts.
through your body.
I have massive tissue damage and I'm bleeding right now.
So like, it
Exactly.
makes sense that she'd be like, "Oh shit, yeah, I don't feel like doing anything right now."
Well, I
just
mean,
kinda
and you actually look at the wound in her shoulder; it's pretty gnarly. Like it's
Yeah.
it's not like just like one little hole. It took a big chunk out of her shoulder.
Spaceballs!
Watch out!
Fuck! Even in the future, nothing works.
I can't believe I'm surrounded by assholes.
No, just Zorg.
Uh,
She's like, Stahl happens to work out. Just he lands. Oh, we steal his shit. It cracks me up. But yeah, you get shot in the shoulder. Yeah, you're out of commission.
Yeah.
You're done. I remember one of my friends were complaining about it. I was just like, "What? Let's see how good you fight after you get shot."
Right? How about I shoot you in the shoulder and see how it works?
Yeah.
I'm not recommending this, guys. I'm
Actually
not
have
recommending
an
this,
artery
guys.
in the shoulder.
I mean, just like, well, you got to figure, like that's a like right here. That's a
Yeah.
major like bone
Yeah.
intersection or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you walk and that moves.
Yeah.
Yep.
So even like with the way Bruce Willis was like carrying her, like just the bouncing would
Yeah.
probably be like, ow, 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 ow.
Steady. Steady.
I gotta stick this card in just right.
6! What happened to 7? Sorry. Swear to God, last Spaceballs reference.
Oh, luckily I had that combination lock in my pocket.
Oh no.
Take that, bitch.
And exact same way he goes out in Professional.
Yep.
Although he says, oh shit.
Yeah.
Or I think he just says shit, actually.
Chris Tucker. And I like how the fireball chases them and them
Yeah.
alone, right?
I love how they made us think Chewbacca was on that ship, but he really wasn't.
You're not reminding me of that movie.
That was a good one.
That
That was a
movie.
good one.
Oh. Fuckers made my heart sink when that moment happened, though.
He had a great moment where they could have just milked that for all they wanted,
Yeah.
and then they ruin it.
Like 2 seconds later, yeah. They're like, don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys.
And then he
Yeah,
had
they
this
couldn't-
emotional catharsis when he
Yeah.
finally shows up again. No, they got to ruin it.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
Talk about not trusting your audience. It's like, oh
Yeah,
no,
I
don't worry,
hate
guys.
that
Don't
movie.
worry, guys. It's like she could
I will,
I hate that movie. I hate it so much.
I will say this, that in 4K, in the 4K, like, everybody seems so much sweatier.
They're schwitzing. They're schwitzing. I mean, come on. She's even like shaking from the pain. I mean, at least she got her nails did.
Apparently they have like that stuff that looks like Under Armour stuff that they put on the wounds. Because even Bruce Willis has it on him.
Oh yeah, he got cleaned up too.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the moral of the story. Oh,
V.
yeah, here we go. V is for Vendetta.
Yeah.
But
Come on, Debo, it's not done yet.
He's got proton packs hitched onto him.
Oh, Jesus. Does he have an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on his back? It's my colostomy bag, guys.
Hot pursuit.
This motherfucker fast.
He was looking for Hudson, which he thought was Hicks.
I'm Hudson, sir. He's Hicks.
Ugh.
I got everyone's just looking at that guy like, well, we're waiting. Yeah, he's the only one that has that on his jacket.
Yeah.
The geeky guy.
Yeah.
So he's using his as a phone, and Bruce Willis is using the exact same prop as a walkie-talkie.
Well, maybe it's
like
speaker.
a microphone. But he's got a cable, but it's cabled.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's like Wi-Fi and
Yeah, they didn't foresee smartphones in this future.
He's even got like an old style coiled up
telephone
cord.
Like a CB radio almost, No. War, what is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Huh!
absolutely nothing. Whoa.
Moral of the story. Oh shit, Resident Evil stole that! So did what's it called? Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah. These people need to die. Jesus.
Oh look at her act. Look, come on, emote girl, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, there you go. Someone sprayed the ethanol in her eye or whatever they call it, or menthol. They put the menthol in her eye.
But wouldn't she have seen that when she got to N? You know, for nuke?
For nuclear.
Yeah. It's pitch black!
Jesus. Hey, can you see in the dark?
Don't mind
It's
that.
like they're because the kid was there before them. So he said, I was like, they set it all up in advance. Oh wait, the kid was there.
Yeah. Mind the dead.
Oh no,
one,
she did take one in the thigh.
Yeah,
she did.
Yeah. There's no way that machine gun only hit her once.
It's got to come with an instruction book.
Brought to you by the band Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
Goddamn German.
September.
Oh. Oh.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Come on, man. Let's do it.
Oh my god. Cover.
Got no fire. Super green. Super green. Why is he wearing leg warmers on his elbows?
Well, that was the bandage shit. That
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the. Oh,
It looks like lace stockings.
Because that's what he was putting on Lilu's shoulder.
Oh,
Whenever,
okay. To me, it looks like a fashion choice.
Again, choices were made.
So they basically just spear it. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell it's a wig right there.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, did they just like spirit gum it to her head, or?
Yeah, like I said, once they got to the Floston set, like her hair had begun to fall out, so they were just like,
shave it and then spirit gum. Yeah. Leela's sleep now.
Yeah. The healing sleep of was it Odin sleep? The Odin sleep. Resident Evil.
Now, so this is supposed to happen every, what was it,
5,000 years, I think, yeah. So that means the moon is only 5,000 years old?
So, yeah. So the implication is that the moon was one of the
last time it happened. Yeah.
Okay. Because I figured that, but I was never sure.
And that was what the sequel was going to be about. Was like the combination of two of those beings being there at the same time, kind of thing, and like what kind of effect it had on the planet. Kind of thing. Because you know how like they always say like the moon makes people crazy and shit. I guess that was what the idea behind the sequel was.
Lunatics.
Yeah.
If you will.
Oh.
Or, oh my god! Oh, which is another little reference there to another science fiction movie.
Yeah. Give it a sexy whisper. Give it a careless whisper. I got no rhythm.
Jesus. Yeah, I like how he picks the easiest one.
You're right.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
He's not even looking at the special effect. He's like looking down. Luckily, we're in the desert where I'm schwitzing. What you doing? I'm guaranteeing you that 95% of the shit that came out of his mouth in this movie was just ad-libbed on the spot.
Yeah. Now, a logic person, since he only has one match, he would probably light that paper.
Right next to it. Next to it. Yeah, and light
the paper on fire too.
Light the box on fire.
Yeah. Since that is their...
Yeah, you don't want to start that far away, dum-dum.
Yeah. It's to build suspense.
Is that what that is? I call it stupidity.
Ugh.
Boink. Okay, yeah. Ignore the pain, girl. Rub some dirt on it. We got it everywhere. I like how she has like a moral quandary right at the end.
It's like,
now you got an issue.
Yeah.
Come on, girl. This is what you were made for.
You've had one job, Lulu.
Yeah,
one job.
That's it. Let's do it.
This is...
We're down to the wire.
Don't worry, girl. I'll make it worthwhile. Trust me, I'll make it worthwhile. And it's weird too because it's like she like say the magic word and I'll unlock my power thing.
Yeah.
She does. She's like, say it.
That's just what we call.
It's just weird. She's like, she's fucking with you, man. She's fucking with you.
Well, Chris, that's just what they call pillow talk, baby.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that's all.
It's just weird that she's like, yeah, like she's legit got a problem, and then she's like, you know what? Just say it to me.
I just need to hear the
Tell
word.
me what I want to hear. Just tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah, just say it. Even he's like, just say the fucking thing already. Yeah, see, it's like I have a problem with you as a people, but just tell me you love me and all will be good.
I really like you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think we can't be friends.
Say it, and he goes, "You're all right."
You're a cool chick.
And then the earth explodes.
I think we would just be better off as friends.
Yeah. Okay. When you were going through the P's, did you get to the word platonic? Like world ends, boom. Now that is the stuff. That is an orgasm. Even Bruce Willis is feeling it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Tingle.
Like, hell yeah. See, okay, so I like how you even hear the oh.
Yeah.
But when they show like the aerial shot, like the space shot of the new moon, it's like right in the Earth's atmosphere almost.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna like make some ships go over there and kind of move it away a little bit? Otherwise, it can crash into Earth. Yeah, gravity's a bitch.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say like, that's gonna like fuck up the gravitational pull. Just even having two moons
right there.
Yeah, well, having two moons in the atmosphere or in like the orbit anyway, it would just kind of fuck up the
tides.
Yeah, tides and just like the gravitational pull of the Earth.
And that's the last we see of Ruby Rod.
And this is another thing when you watch on like a pan and scan. This whole scene is fucked. Like you don't. I remember watching it, not knowing what the hell is going on because like you just see cop cars and it's like it doesn't establish that the president is coming to this lab. It wasn't until I saw this in widescreen that it finally made sense.
Shit.
There's a random priest in the back, just looks like a real priest, like a Catholic priest. Like, I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, hey.
They're doing the do.
Fucking right now.
They're doing the do.
This is the universal gesture for sex. 20 seconds. I think they're going to need more than 20 seconds.
It's Bruce Willis we're talking about after all.
Right?
He dies hard. With a vengeance.
Live free or come hard.
Well done. Well done.
A good day to die hard.
Die hard on.
Oh.
I would not be surprised if there is not a movie called Die Hard.
When I was working at that video store when I was a kid, we had a porn version of Clear and Present Danger, and it was A Rear and Pleasant Danger.
Yo, you know what? In Germany, Die Hard is called Die Slowly. Stirb langsam.
Really?
I'm like, what is this shit? Like, you don't die slowly, you die hard.
Yeah.
Excuse me, hello?
Die harder.
Schießen ein Fenster. Shoot the glass. Which actually, he's saying shoot the window.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, it's okay, come on. Do now.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Open up the door, there's a bomb in there.
Yeah, actually, even in Die Hard, the Germans, like the bad guys, are not German. They're actually like Irish in the movie.
In the German version?
Yeah, in the German version, they made them Irish. His name is not Hans Gruber.
Okay, so Alexander Bruce is playing an Irishman.
Yeah.
What's Hans Gruber's name in the German version?
Jack Gruber.
Oh, God.
Because that sounds so Irish.
Right?
If it was Jack O'Gruber.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense, you know, in Germany because it's supposed to be like the West German terrorist group, and like the Germans are like, wait, we're the bad guys? What?
They're not being terrorists. They're thieves.
They were under the gun.
Yeah, it's like it's nothing to be like offended by. I mean, they're just thieves. They just happen to be German.
Yeah.
I just think it's really funny that in the German version they changed it so much.
Oh, it's like Scarface.
Yeah.
On, like, what'd you get that scar? Eating pineapple?
Oh God! But no. What's my train of thought? I don't know what I was going to say.
Fifth Element?
So Fifth Element. Yeah.
I still feel that the last shot of the movie was kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
it's like
we've got to end it.
It's like they're in the middle, they're in mid-coitus. Let's just end it.
Well,
they finally, you're so big. Cut to black.
Look, let's fuck in this healing machine.
Yeah. You know? It's this fucking rave machine. It's like black light.
But no, I mean, it still holds up. I enjoy. This is one of those things where, this is one of those movies that I will play as I go to sleep just to have on as background noise a lot of times. Just because, you know, I love, you know, it's a great sort of 90s science fiction when science fiction really was not as popular as it is, say, today.
Well, Star Wars wasn't a thing again yet. It's still 2 years away. I'm trying to even think, like, what science fiction movies came out in the 90s. It was like Lost in Space
Yeah.
and
What about like Event Horizon? So I mean, even like horror movies. I think was it Event Horizon? Did that come out in the 90s?
that was 90. That was 97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have
So
been like
I think the
horror,
only
like
thing that was like ongoing. That was like a science fiction with like the Star Trek movies.
And maybe there was a few Alien movies.
Aliens.
yeah,
Yeah.
Alien,
So it'd
Alien
be-
4 came out
so-
in 97.
Yeah.
So that would all be like either going in the horror genre or like just straight up like Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. But that was like the big ones were I guess Star Trek were like the ongoing ones. That was like the Next Generation movies went throughout the 90s.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, I mean,
And Stargate.
Yeah, and that was
Stargate. Yeah.
Independence Day.
Yeah, and I guess but they never really like sort of like I don't know. It just they never really sort of like took off like they have today. Like now everywhere you look, like science fiction is huge.
Like even like direct to video movies are like these like medium budget but like weird. Let's create a whole universe type of epic wannabe movies type of thing. It's,
I mean, like we're getting a Denis Deneuve Dune coming out, and
Yes. Wait, is it not out for you? It's already out for you guys, isn't it?
No, it comes out the 22nd here. The tickets went on sale this morning at 10 o'clock, and I got a text at 10:01 from my one friend who was like, "I just pre-ordered our tickets."
That's so weird. It's already out in Europe. I went and saw it last night.
Yeah. Is it good?
I loved it. Yeah, we actually had to drive to
I
Nuremberg
saw-
because it was the closest theater to see it in English. Otherwise, I'd have to watch it in German. And I was like, no,
Back in
this one I am
September.
watching in English.
But anyway, Fifth Element.
Fifth Element, yes,
It's still cool.
yes,
I
like
would
it's
say
a-
a very
it's
influential
still
science
brilliant.
fiction movie.
We'll always
So many people
recommend
copied from
it.
over the years.
Yeah,
I mean, I
still will
definitely
always recommend this one.
there's a comic book story that I'm writing, or that I'm writing. I wrote a while ago, and it's now just getting drawn. That Fifth Element and Blade Runner were huge influences on. So
Nice.
the fact that we mentioned earlier that a lot of this was practical effects is something that you don't see anymore. Really, it's for the most part people are going to go for it's cheaper to do CGI.
Yeah, like, well, how are we gonna do this? We'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
We'll just CGI it in there.
Yeah,
Here, it's
yeah.
like you
No,
really gotta
it's
think of that stuff in advance.
Which,
Yep.
like, love it or hate it, props to J.J. Abrams in Force Awakens for actually going back to a lot of practical effects.
And they did the opposite in the last one.
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, it did.
We'll just fix it in post. We'll just CGI it in there.
Yeah.
But
Um,
well, thank you,
Yes.
Marisa, for doing this with us, for watching this.
Well,
movie
thank
with
you
us.
for inviting me. It was so much fun. Yeah, I mentioned earlier that I live in Germany, and if you guys are interested, I actually have a YouTube channel called Adventures of Lamati, where I talk about life in Germany. I try to compare some things. I do try to compare like American movies to German movies. I'm trying to do a series right now with different genres. And then, I've even compared like the German basic law with the U.S. Constitution. Like, I mean, it's all over the place, but it is trying to like, it's being American in Germany and just trying to show how like in a lot of ways we are rather similar, in what ways we're different, and how to embrace it all. So
Excellent.
it's fun. Yes.
I am subbed, so yes, I recommend it.
all right.
So, all right. Thank you for listening to the first episode of season 5 of the Movie Starting podcast. We do have a lot of really cool new guests and a bunch of returning guests coming back for the season, and we are going to be doing the franchise series once again with a certain superhero franchise that started in the late 80s.
But and once again,
Well, hello, Ms. Vale.
yeah. And once again, for all you listening, if you like what it is that we do, please remember to like, subscribe, and most importantly, what, Chris?
Yilu Dallas share.
Yeah, there you go. Share this podcast.
Yilu Dallas multi-share?
Yes, well, share it with multiple people. Yes.
Oh, okay.
There
So
we
it works.
go.
Okay, I didn't think that worked at all, but it's okay. Jeremiah fixes everything.
There we go. Well, it's my job.
Thrilled